Got should come in the mail. My exhaust cut out for my truck. Put it together. It's just a 14 millimeter. These 3 bolts here, 14 millimeter, 9/16. And there's a clamp right here. If you tighten up, it is a 7/16. Wiring, you have 2 key fobs. This is your little box here. You see one, it's for motor. It's obviously you can also get a manual switch. It's obviously diagrammed for you so you know what you're doing. So here it plugs into your cigarette lighter. This right here, I think it's 10 or 12 foot, plugs into there. Before you go cutting your exhaust out, put them in, but it works fine. Backed up, but standing under there, I'll go ahead and show you. Alright, right here is where we're going to put our cutout at. We'll go ahead and grab the cutout. It's going to go in just like this. And we'll go ahead and mark where we want it with this marker. Alright, and because I'm using clamps, if I cut too little off, I can go back and cut more. If I cut too much off, the clamps will make up for the space. Cut this side. Got this side right here done. That one was perfect on the line. Right up in here, I'm gonna cut a hole through the back of the cap, run the wire. Camera can see in there, but it's gonna come right under here, and I'm just gonna wire it back to there. You can see that bit in there, but don't go too far and go into your bed. It kind of actually seals it. And then we got the wire down here. I'll show you inside the cab. Clean up all this carpet and metal shards. So we're gonna put them on. Finish putting the exhaust cutout in. The ones I bought, I think these are 2.5 inch by 3 inch. Exhaust cutout installed. There's a motor. Right here, these are the clamps we put on. Got them real tight. Make sure you keep them real tight. Can't even hardly tell the difference right there. You can feel it though. Went ahead and wrapped it around here and put a zip tie right here. I got the wire tight, but not tight enough to where it's gonna come unplugged or anything like that. And that's the hole right there in the truck bed. So let's go ahead and give her a test. Alright, so go ahead and take our little thing. Plug it into here. And of course you got this wire, which is a 10-foot wire going back to the exhaust cutout. Take our little fob here. That's all I open. That's all I closed. Working good. guys? Today we're going to show you how to make a rim that looks like this. Look brand spanking new. This is the paint we'll be using. It's about $15 a can. And my dad's already done some rims. I've already done some rims with this. So first thing you gotta do is get the tire off the rim. All I used was these two tools. I got the rim out. It's actually a lot easier than a lawnmower, believe it or not. So go ahead and get the rim cleaned up now. Alright, so then you need to get you some water from somehow. You don't need a whole pile. Then some sandpaper. I have 2000 grit. I don't know exactly the perfect grit, but you can probably use any auto body sandpaper and it should work fine. I'll get the sandpaper wet and the rim wet, and just start sanding lightly, get all the nasty stuff off, make sure you get the clear coat off, and then be ready to paint. Alright, so this is the rim the next day. I think I put 2-3 coats on it. It doesn't take even a whole can to do one rim. It takes about 3 cans to do 4 rims. These are 15-inch rims, so you might need 4 if you're doing bigger. This is the paint again. It's Rust-Oleum high performance wheel. It holds up pretty good to wear and stuff once it's on the vehicle. So drop a like and subscribe. Hope this works out if you try it on your vehicle. Drop in the comments what setup you like the best, the mud tires on the 4x4 rims, the mud tires on the 2-wheel drive stock rims that I painted, or the normal tires on the stock rims. Let us see which one you like the best.
So you're going to switch them over too?
Alright, got the other tire and rim back on. Not back on, but on. Looks pretty nice. I still got to change the back rims back out. I got 2.5-inch spacers that's letting them be on now. See if you can see the spacers in there. So that silver right there is the spacers. Anyway, so go ahead and see if the big tires rub. So this is what and we got 2 extra tires, burnout tires. No, not really. This one right here is like new. I'll put that in the back as my spare. And this rim right here is going to get cleaned up, painted, and put back on with one of those tires. And I got one more tire that's painted that needs to go with that, but I got to pull a tire off this, probably sell the tire and paint the rim, and then take the 2 off the back and do the same thing we just did again. Alright, so this right here is the other rim. I still got to use this one. I got to pull the tire off, sand it, paint it, put the other tire back on. If I take it off, put it on the truck. So let's go ahead and break the bead. Alright, rim is off. Now we'll go ahead and wet sand and paint it. The cat approves the new tires. You like them? That meant yes.
He's getting so old. Gosh, he's just a baby.
Just my luck, very last tire valve stem gives out, but I got this like new one right here. I'm going to go ahead and put in the tire and rim right here. New valve stem is in. This right here is what's left of the old one. It didn't want to come out very easy. Alright, the valve stem's in, tire is on. We got 2.5-inch spacers, and now you actually see them now. because I used to have them for these old rims. I'm going to go ahead and sell these rims, and there's 2 more over there on this trailer right there. And I have the spare, because the truck, when I got it, it had a spare and it was the same rim as these. So I actually got 5 rims for the truck. So let's go ahead and get down, take it for a test drive. And the front tires do rub, because we went from 26 to 30s. $318K, no check engine light. All we got is the brake light on, and that's because I got a leak that I'm going to be fixing soon. And when I put fluid in it, the brake light goes off, so we have no lights on. Just got 2 new doors. I also picked up a bumper for my truck from Chud's on the way. Alright, I got my impact drill and sockets. I'm going to snatch this bumper off real quick, and then we're going to come and bring the other one over here. Hey guys, backed into a car with my truck, and didn't do this, actually just did this. And you'll see the car in another video. I'm replacing the doors on it. Me and my dad are. This was already here, but I did this little scratch, little dent here, but it did, this was already broken, but it broke it all the way off. So I went ahead and got from Chud a whole bumper, because I didn't want to. This other one over here is already broken too. It's already been broken. So now that both work, I'm just going to get a whole bumper that goes around instead of having the shorter bumper. I only did this s10s for 3 years, but so what I've got so far is I pulled both my brackets off here from the frame, and this is one of the brackets off the new bumper. I'm going to be painting the new bumper and knocking some dents out of it. So let me go ahead and get this piece right here off and back on the truck. Alright guys, so if you want to put like a 98 and up to 04 bumper on your 94 to 97 S10, this is all you'll need to do, is you have to make sure the new bumper comes with the brackets on it like this. All bumpers, you have the actual bumper itself, then you have a bracket like that holds it to the frame. All you have to do is swap those brackets out. Your lights here, still will work in the newer S10. You just pop them in, twist them, they work. This bumper actually missing one, but ain't no big deal. I'll just get one. But you have to change out your frame bumper mounts here, because they're different, completely different. This is what the old ones look like. So, and then that's all you gotta do. Pretty quick mod. You also have to pull these right here off on both sides, which mine are both broken. So it's actually the one for the other side. But you have to pull these off. Then you have a bumper that just folds around kind of the whole truck. And I've been sanding the other one, and I'm about to paint it and put it on here. Alright, there's what it's going to look like. It's not that color. Plan on painting it black, but I have no black paint right now, so I'm going to get some silver. I have it's paint and primer. It's the same color as those rims. I'm going to primer it with that, and silver will be alright temporarily. And then I'll get something eventually. I like it. I like it a lot. I love having that full size bumper. I gotta knock some dents out, which ain't no big deal. And I gotta put the black plastic back on. Stay tuned. The bumper sanded. It's drying a little bit. Sprayed it off. It's pretty much dry, but still a little wet in some places. So about to squirt some paint on it. It's what the bumper's looking like painted. It's silver. I'm going to come back and paint it black soon. I'll put it on a truck like this for now. It's only 4 bolts on each side. I'll pop out and I'll paint it black soon. It looks pretty good silver. We're still waiting for it to dry and I'll throw it on the truck. That's what the bumper's looking like in the daytime. I put it on last night, but it was too dark to really show y'all. I gotta get the ball on. I gotta get another light thing to go here. I should order one of those, a couple bucks. I don't need it for a little while anyway. And I'll probably take and paint this as well black soon. I painted the old ones that were on the old bumper, and they look pretty good. I get my ball and put it back on. But yeah, I like the way it looks. My brother says that he thinks it matches the rims and the toolbox. With this, it'll definitely match the toolbox.